On Thursday evening, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham openly called for the murder of Russian President Vladimir Putin. He did this on Twitter, where Lindsey Graham decided to put out, I guess you would call it a request, for somebody in Russia, maybe even somebody in Putin's inner circle, to kill him. Here's what he said. Is there a Brutus in Russia? Is there a more successful Colonel Stauffenberg in the Russian military? The only way this ends is for somebody in Russia to take this guy out. You would be doing your country and the world a great service. Yes, we are now at the stage where U.S. lawmakers are openly calling for the assassination of other world leaders. And if you don't think that's a massive threat to the national security of us here in the United States, then you are kidding yourselves. I don't care what your feelings about Putin are. Personally, I hate the guy. He is a horrible, brutal dictator. However, you cannot, especially as a lawmaker, go on social media, which is viewed by the entire world, except in the countries that have banned it, and call for the murder of another foreign leader. Think for a moment what would happen, right? If a member of the Russian parliament went on Twitter and said, hey, is there a Brutus in America, maybe in Biden's inner circle? You'd be doing us a great favor. We would be furious and we would go ahead and say, okay, we have to do something about that country. Sorry, hair in the mouth. Right now, the U.S. has actually done a pretty dang good job of staying relatively out of this conflict. Yes, we have put the sanctions in place. Yes, there's calls for a ban on Russian oil imports that the White House is rejecting at the moment, which I believe is a mistake. They should ban the Russian oil imports. But other than that, we're not sending troops. We're not over there actively bombing anybody. We as a country didn't ban RT like they did over in Europe. Of course, it's still shut down. But that's because of the corporations, not the U.S. government. So don't believe that BS talking point you're seeing floating around social media. But either way, if somebody else anywhere in the world called for the death of our leader here in the United States, we would take that pretty personally. And that's why this is, in fact, a national security risk that Lindsey Graham has just flippantly put out there on Twitter. Fox News, for the record, has been doing the same thing for about a week or so now. After basically defending Putin during the first week of this, Fox News hosts, including Sean Hannity, came out this week and said somebody should kill the guy. Again, you can't say that. If you want to think it, nobody can stop you from thinking it. Nobody can stop you from feeling it on the inside. Saying it out loud for the world to hear is an entirely different story. And if you can't understand the difference between those two, then I don't think there is any help for you. We would be ballistic if another country did this to one of our leaders here in the United States. And we know that we're dealing with a country that has a very short fuse. A country that, because of its leader, little unstable, right? Vladimir Putin is unpredictable. He is a dangerous tyrant, and there's no telling what he could or would do with this open call for his assassination. This was a huge, huge problem that Lindsey Graham has now created. And of course, he's been condemned by Democrats and Republicans alike, but the damage is done. You put it out there in the ether. And if you think Russia's not paying attention to that, then again, you're kidding yourselves, because they are. And I'm horrified to think of what they may do because of Lindsey Graham's stupid tweet. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.